Alright, boys and girls, and welcome to Gordon Guitar and another song from Sam Fender here called Get You Down. So yeah, pretty easy to play this one. And we have the capo set here on the 2nd fret. Let's go there. Now we have a couple chords to learn. It will be 6 different chords here. And those chords will pretty much be connected to each other 2 and 2. So I'm gonna explain pretty soon what I mean by that. So let's start first with the C sus, and for that you need to play like this: 3rd on the A string, 3rd on the D string, open G, 1st B and 1st E. Yeah, and the next chord will be C. So these 2 chords will be connected to each other, so that will be 3rd on the A, 2nd on D, open G, 1st B and open E. Alright, then the next chord will be D minor 7, so that will be open D, 2nd G, 1st B and 1st E. And what I do there, I bar the 1st fret here on the B and E string. So I just have my index finger over these 2 strings here on the 1st fret, and I add this 2nd fret G string. The next chord will be the D7 sus 2, and I will only call it the D7. So the D minor 7 and the D7. So this one is pretty similar there. Open D string, 2nd G, 1st B. And the difference comes here with this open E. Otherwise the same there. So those 2 chords are connected to each other, and then we have the last 2 chords there, the pair of chords. That will be the F, this shorter version here of F. So that will be the 3rd on D string, the 2nd on G string, and the 1st B string and 1st E string. In the same case here, when it comes to the B and E string here, I bar the 1st fret on those 2 strings. Alright. And the final chord will be the F major 7. So 3rd on D, 2nd on G, 1st B, and the difference comes here on the E string, it will be open. So yeah, those are the chords. And before we go to the chord progression here, we will look at the strumming pattern. It will be divided into 2 parts. And because we're gonna use 1 chord of this pair of chords for the first part and the other chord for the other part of the strumming here. So the strumming will be, if I illustrate this with C sus to C here, it will be down, 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 up, down. That's the first part. And then up, up, down, down, up, down, up. That's the second part. So you're gonna play the C sus for the first part and the C for the second part. So slowly, the C sus part, the first part on the strumming, will be like this. Alright, so that will be down, 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 up, down. And then you switch to C, like that, and you play the second part. It will be up, up, down, down, up, down, up. Up, up, down, down, up, down, up. So slowly. Down, 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 up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up. That's 1 round. Okay, so again. Alright, so this is 1 round. We can call that 1 round. So right. So you're gonna play 1 round for intro, and then starts the verse. And the verse starts in the same way here with this C sus to C here, but you will play for 2 rounds now. So second round. And then you will play the D minor 7 to the D7, 2 rounds of that as well. So it goes in the same way of playing and same pattern there. So D minor 7. So the D minor 7 on the first part, and then you switch to D7 for 2 rounds. And the same goes for the next, which will be the F to the F major 7 for 2 rounds. F, F major 7. Okay, so far the C, we can call it the C pair here for 2 rounds, the D pair for 2 rounds, and the F pair for 2 rounds. If that is one chord progression, C, D, and the F, you will play that for 2 rounds, and that makes up for the first verse there. All right. Then we have a chorus part here. So this one is pretty short, and it will be played in the same way as the verse, but only one chord progression. So C, the pair of C 2 times, then the D, D again, and then F, and F. All right, and that was the chorus. So just half, you can say, the half of this first verse, one chord progression. Okay, so verse 2 will be not really exact as the first verse there, so I believe we need to go through it. So it will be, first starts with the C in the same way here, 2 rounds of the C pair. Then the D, same way. And here comes the change, because you will only play one round of this F pair, and then you go back and play 1 round of the D pair. So, and then you switch to the D, 1 round. And that is the second verse. So to repeat this, it will be 2 of the C, 2 of the D, 1 of F, and 1 on D. So D, F, and D. And then comes the chorus back. So for this chorus, you will play the same way here as we just played for this second verse here. So it will just continue with the C 2 times, the D 2 times, and then comes the F 1 time and the D 1 time. Sorry, I played 2 times on F. I mean 1 time on F, 1 time on D. Yeah, so that's correct there. So if you look at this as one chord progression, C 2 time, D 2 time, F 1 time, and D 1 time, that is 1. You're gonna play that for 2 times. And then it ends. After this, still in this chorus, it ends with 2 times on the C. So all right. So to repeat this second chorus here, you play the chord progression 2 times on C, 2 times on D, 1 time on F, and 1 time on D. That is one chord progression. You play that for 2 rounds, and after these 2 rounds, you play 2 times of the C. Right. Then after that comes this instrumental part. It will be played one time on the D, and I believe you understand by now that D means the pair of D, of course. So that's one time on D, and then one time on F, and one time on C. So this chord progression here, the D, F, and C, one time on each, you will play that for 4 rounds. So that's 1, and then go back, F and C, that's 2, then go back, D and F and C, that's 3, and 4 rounds of that. Okay, then after that comes a bridge part that just pretty fast leads into the final chorus, and that's how this song ends. So this bridge part will be played 2 rounds of C, 2 rounds of D minor or the D, and 1 round of F and 1 round on the D. So one chord progression will be like this. D, D, F, and D. That is one chord progression round. So that starts in the bridge here in the lyrics, I watch you sleep. So that's where we are right now. It starts with this chord progression and it goes on into the chorus. So in total with this bridge and the chorus, it will play it for 3 rounds. So C, D, F, D for 3 rounds. And then after these 3 rounds, we are right in the middle of this chorus. And he sings like get you down multiple times there. So we're right in the mix there. So after these 3 rounds of the C, D minor, F, D, you will play the next chord progression for 3 rounds, which is the C 2 times, the D 1 time, and the F 1 time. So C, another C, then D minor, and then F. So this new chord progression in the middle of this chorus will be 2 of the C, 1 of D, and 1 on F. You play that for 3 rounds, and then after these 3 rounds, we are just in the last O in the final chorus there. And there you're gonna play one strumming round for C, 1 for the D, and then you're just gonna play the F, 1 down only, not the strumming, and 1 down only for the C. So the last thing here after this, all these chord progression rounds, will be 1 round of C in the strumming and 1 round of D strumming, and then just 1 down on F and 1 down on C. So this final part sounds like this. Yeah, so that is how Sam Fender's song Get You Down is played. And I can just mention here, there are some live recordings and different variations of this song here. And I'm aware of that the style of playing differs a bit from recording to recording here. And this is, in my opinion, the easiest part to way of handling this song here. To set the capo on the 2nd fret and play these chords, since you need to work with the chords in a different way to get this melody through this entire song. In my opinion, these chords are the easiest chords to use and handle, but I'm aware that it could be played in different ways. So I was just waiting comments on this. So yeah, I know how to read music and see it, but I just need to sometimes to compare the easiest way of playing to the actual way of playing, and then see where is the most and best way to go, the most reasonable way to go to learn this song. And this was, in this case, how I believe it should be played. So with that, I believe this song is covered, and I hope it was helpful for you. If it was, please let me know, and see you soon, guys. Don't forget to play tuned.